Okay, well, if you've been to the channel before, you know I'm a huge John Wick fan. Huge John Wick fan, huge John Wick pinball fan, huge in the physical form. So today we're gonna play some John Wick. This is a premium version of this game. And yeah, look forward to some gameplay today, hopping in the chat with everybody. Basically going to, oops. Well, the viewers are just strolling in. I'm gonna. Just rolling a test game here. Made some minor playfield adjustments today, little tweaks here and there, but we'll talk about it on the stream. Just testing some shots here as the stream gets underway. Baba Yaga. Imaritachi, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Just getting my settings in order and starting to stream right away so that viewers on the different platforms can see that this is a pinball live stream. But I'm just going to quickly make some setting changes. Be right. What's up and good morning, everybody. John Wick Pinball, I don't know. It has to be one of my favorites. This is one where the theme is so awesome to me that I probably overlook a few things that make it, you know, less awesome. I don't know. What's up, John? Welcome to the things. I pushed some buttons. The buttons didn't do what they're supposed to do. Whatever. Paradolia, welcome in also. It's nice to be back over on this side of the room. Come on, let's go. Okay, so it has been, I looked back at my history. It's been a couple weeks since I've played John Wick. And I played one ball. Yeah, I played one ball. And I immediately have a newfound love for stern flippers. They're just different. They hit different. To use a couple years ago cool kids term, they just hit different, those stern flippers. They do. But Irish Luck, welcome to the stream. Good morning also. So I didn't get to play any games on Beetlejuice last night with my daughter and wife, but I had my wife help me, or sorry, my daughter help me with something, leveling something. And she came up to me, she's like, I love Beetlejuice. I'm like, I had a sense of relief because I was really worried either the snake head topper or just the theme. But, you know, she's like, I love it. So I had a sense of relief because I was like, I'm still finding the game to be pretty hard. And my wife, she liked it, but she like baseline doesn't get too excited about anything in the pinball room until I see her playing only one game. But so anyways, Beetlejuice has been definitely a lot of fun. I only finally started to have some good games on Beetlejuice, and unfortunately it's like ball save dependent at this point. So I mean, unless the scores are meant to be super low, but so I need to practice it. One thing also, so I've been live streaming it, obviously. And so when I live stream, I've got all this lighting. So there's all the lighting is on. It is a totally different experience to play in the dark. And I can't decide which I like better. But I was listening to Retro Ralph talk about Beetlejuice, and he's like, yeah, a lot of people are saying it's too dark. I'm like, well, I haven't played it in the dark yet. So I went and played it in the dark, and yeah, it can be dark, but I don't know if it's in a bad way. The light show is awesome. The light show was that much better in the dark. So anyways, talking a bit about Beetlejuice, but John Wick. Beetlejuice didn't Turin, what's up? Welcome in also. Yeah, it's possible, Turin, and maybe they can, you know, adjust those or listen to, if anything, Spooky has been known to listen to feedback. I know early on with some people are saying they like thought the call outs were kind of sucky in Beetlejuice, so they just turn them off. They're like, fuck it. We'll turn it off if you don't like it. But anyways, good morning, everybody. If you are watching on wherever you're watching, my name is Aaron. This is the Grown Up Adjacent Pinball live stream, where we live stream a different pinball machine each day. Unless I have a new shiny pinball machine, then we'll stream it for a couple days. Today we're playing John Wick. All of my machines I bought from Nitro Pinball, so shout out to Nitro Pinball. I really miss John Wick. It's been a couple weeks. So anyways, I pulled my tail. Ear monitors. All right. So I'm on ball 2. I started a game when you guys were just rolling into the stream, but let's play with some pinballs. Oops.
I am impressed.
I'm impressed too. Okay. That's what we call a house ball. As I was saying about Beetlejuice being a low-scoring game. All right, let's get through this warm-up game and, you know, focus a bit.
Skills rising in yours?
Well, good morning. But yeah, Busted Chops. I was watching your live stream a little bit, but only in preview mode. I was in the doctor's office, and so Busted Chops was live streaming some VPN yesterday afternoon, my time. I'm not sure it was in Busted Chops time, but yeah, right click and follow Busted Chops if you don't already. Getting into the regular streaming routine, so yeah, so I didn't want to click in and get in the chat because I couldn't even turn the audio up at all. Like the doctor's office was full, and there's like these like cell phone, I don't know, I was gonna say cell phone Nazis, but they're like cell phone, like the ladies at the desk are like, I don't know, they don't allow any sort of sounds or happiness. But anyways, yeah. And so also, so I go for, I talked about it on the live stream before, but I go for an allergy shot. And what that is they inject you with like whatever you're allergic to. And so I'm allergic to like cats, dogs, grass, horses, pollen. And so at this time of year, it really helps. But anyways, the whole thing they do is they inject you with what you're allergic to. So sometimes you get like a bit of an allergic reaction, not like anaphylactic, but anyways, so last night I was like about to go, I was gonna live stream and set up the rig. I moved the rig to John Wick, and but like my eyes were so itchy and like my nose was running, and I was like not feeling like I wanted to be playing pinball. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna call it, you know, look forward to the morning stream. But anyways, here we are. We're playing John Wick Pinball today. I've said a couple times, I'm going to hop right into the gameplay. Thank you to the new followers and subs wherever you are. It is appreciated. I appreciate y'all. And okay.
You once killed 3 men with a pencil. 3 bullets.
So I guess you have a choice. You want a war, or do you want to just give me a gun?
John Wick. Okay. So I'm going to kind of just, because it's been a while since we played this, I'm going to talk you through how I play. I always tiny plunge to there because it sets up the weapons crate. And then I always try to cross shot into that blood oath marker and then let the ball settle. And worst case scenario, you end up in the administration office. That's just how I start every game. Yeah, the bricks. This is when I was playing Beetlejuice for you guys. One thing when I was saying I haven't experienced any brick shots yet. There was very few what I would call brick shots in Beetlejuice, which is refreshing. The flippers and stuff did feel a little bit different. I can't decide why, but I am going to talk to Spooky support because I feel like there may have been an adjustment I made to the flippers that may have changed them not for the better. So I was having issues with my end of stroke switch on my right flipper on Beetlejuice. They told me how to adjust it, which I've done before, but I feel like I made it. I got to talk to them about it in case there's some setting that they changed in the software. Because talking to Spooky support, they're like, yeah, we think we know what it is and it's going to be fixed in the update. So I think I should communicate my problem. Anyways, Johnny, no problem. We'll accept that. MN Retro Gamer, what's up, Andrew? Shout out to MN Retro Gamer. One of my favorite people to see at the shows. Good dude, awesome Foo Fighters player, far better than me, far better. Yeah, I mean, this is a good thing. Andrew, MN Retro Gamer, shout out. Right click on Andrew and follow if you don't already. Most of you do, but gigs are good, man. Gigs are good. So, but talking about gigs, like doing the live streaming tournaments, my wife couldn't help but wonder, if those are paid gigs. I'm like, no. So gigs that pay are even better, Andrew, right? So also from switching over, oh, balls, extra balls lit, damn it. Switching over from playing Beetlejuice for a couple days, the flippers in Beetlejuice were a little more Williams adjacent, but they're starting to be known as Spooky's flippers, but they let you trap up a lot more. That was part of the game design, which I like it when you can trap up. In John Wick, you can't ever trap up. It's rolling off the tip. It's always rolling off the tip.
Well played.
Try to get that extra ball, even though I always say just let the ball find its way in there because there's so many multi-balls in here.
Come on, let's go.
See, like now we'll get that extra ball during this multi-ball. Almost got it there. There we go. See, I told you. Trying to just like control and aim at least one of the balls. I've been actively trying to trap up a ball the entire time and did once. Gosh. All right. Yeah, Turin, I kind of have that feeling. That is sort of my experience, but.
Shoot again.
And I had my game is a show game, but it never went to a show. Like it was a display, full price paid, but I just felt, well, the flipper was having a major issue early on and I did get some support on it, but I feel like it's something else. I feel like when the flipper's all the way out, it like gets soft early, which could be end of stroke switch triggering early. So I'm gonna take some pictures and see if I can get some of their support was excellent. This is like I have to shout out to Spooky support. So far, so good. Also, the rest of the machine was quite dialed in. So, you know, it's a compliment worth mentioning for sure. All right, John Wick Pinball. Try to get the blood oath marker again.
Super to the metal. If you ever need the service of a concierge, a cure can help you. Your friends in Osaka are skilled players. Take care that you play by the rules.
The game seems a little bit quiet to me. How is it for the viewers? Should we turn the audio up? Game audio. Baba Yaga. Turn it up. Meta Nightman. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Or just another ball?
Welcome to the things.
This one is on the house.
Anyways. Okay, not horrible for ball 2 150.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
Contemplating moving a microphone.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
Game audio is hugely important for me when I share the experience. But so Busta Chops asked in the chat. That's a great question. So Busta Chops, I want to say 3 designs that I am just finalizing. And I will be selling them, and they will arrive complete. So that is kind of news today, but they won't be crazy expensive. They will be good designs. strong designs, not some of the shitty ones that are going around. Anyways, they'll be good. They'll come right from the manufacturer. And but yes, I will be. I have one model that is I'm gonna do a test order myself, assemble it myself, and just to test how it physically goes together, make sure all my parts are right. And then one that's more traditional, like the, you know, garment rack style, but heavy duty. That one is almost done. I would say within maybe by the next week, it'll be finished. But yeah, I will for sure. I have made arrangements. Yeah, basically yes. I can tell you more about it offline too, but yeah, I have been working on it. It's just I have to do a test order, make sure that everything arrives as looks as it should. And so Doc Engineer, welcome to the show. Busted Chops asked if I will be manufacturing and selling streaming rigs or streaming rig accessories. It is in the works, yeah. It is part of the push to get more and more people into live streaming with, you know, all the right tools to make it fun, expose everyone to it. So it's happening. It's just it's in the works. So oops.
Well played.
All right. Oh, that felt like a huge success, locking that ball.
I know you'll do the Continental
Deconsecrated multi-ball. None of us know what that means, but we pretend we do. Turn the lights off again because of multipliers and such.
Scared of the fucking boogie? I'm not.
I am. Who isn't scared of the boogeyman? What a day. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream here on the Grown Up Adjacent channel. Happy to hang out. Ball 3250. Hopefully I can hit a extra ball or two here and push for a GC. It's been a while.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
My leaderboard is reset,
Reset
so
the
it'll be
cut,
good
no.
to get some scores up on there.
An extra ball has revealed itself, Jonathan.
Because I'm on ball 3, I'm actually going to try to hit that extra ball. Oh, fuck.
You're a
Oh,
lucky
oh,
man.
oh, it was not flashing. Maybe actually I should start a mode instead. Oh, there we go. All right. Pink Pony Club. Na, 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 na. Yeah, Irish Luck. I love it when it has that. I still get frustrated, which is kind of a waste of energy for me. But yeah, it is good. So
Shoot again.
we've been playing Beetlejuice for a week. If I didn't have like all the ball saves turned on Beetlejuice, it would have been a drain fest for me, for my skill level and how I'm handling the flippers. I feel like I just never got quite used to the flippers. I need more practice, or they need an adjustment. I don't know. I'm gonna describe it to Spooky in case there's some sort of issue, or they made a code update and it felt different. So I don't know. I know they listen, and I think what I think it is, the end of stroke switch is so challenging to adjust to get it perfect when you're not a veteran adjuster, technician. I am not. I'm first to say I am not that. And I think it's just not holding hard enough at the end of the stroke. It's not standing firm enough when it's done stroking. So it gets worse. The puns. Speaking of puns, Punny Factory. Okay, I've talked about Punny Factory on the stream before. Punny Factory is manufactured like near me. And so they keep having a few of them for sale, but they're like basically like $3,000 US-ish. Part of me wants to buy it and convert it into a homebrew, because it already has the cabinet, a play field, a bunch of parts and wiring, some code. I want to go see the guy. It's nearby me. I connected with him before, but I find also, though, in my day-to-day routine, time is what is short. Time to do all these projects. Like I really enjoy getting on stream and seeing the chat roll and talking about these pinball machines and stuff, but part of me would love to build a ground up streaming rig. I'll be honest. Sorry. Homebrew. Okay, let's keep doing the things here.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
Another change I'm making to my stable of games is I have rubber feet on the front of all my games, and it makes nudging very hard. It's consistent, very consistent, but it's hard. So I'm sort of wondering what other people do with their sliders or their feet under their machines. Like this particular floor, actually, I'm not too concerned about it getting marked up, but I still don't want to. I still don't want to go metal on wood, really. Yes, extra poly.
Attention.
Extra poly.
Put yourself in the red circle and wait.
All right. Yeah. Baba Yaga. Thank you. Ski pass. Ah, I missed.
You can issue a marker if you need help, yet you'll be bound by its obligation.
Not exactly what I was aiming for, but Pink Pony Club. I was gonna say it should have given me an extra ball. That's not the case. Come on. Come on. Oh, that was dicey. So, Tom, what do you think about rubbers? Oh, sorry. So, as far as nudging and such, like I've got rubber feet on the front, which makes the nudging's very consistent, is what I'm saying, but it's hard on the body physically to fight the machine when it's on rubber feet. The machines never move, but I'm thinking of putting the rubber feet on the back and sliders on the front, so I can at least nudge a bit.
Mark it.
And it's not wood either. It's like laminate floor. It's not the... I love it. Stay the hell away from
Put us
Bunny.
another ball.
Let's check something quick here. Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like, so Jaws is a great example. Jaws is one that when you're getting that slow drain that's coming down, it's nice to be able to give it a bit of a half-inch nudge or shake where it won't. But like when I move my machine, it shakes. It's for a good 2 or 3 seconds. And it should just slide a bit. not have all this jostling. So when I installed James Bond, that was when I was like, you know what? I put the sliders on all 4 feet. It's super easy to obviously move around. But man, the game was just skating around the room.
Well played.
Back's sort of game.
The Marquis de Gramont will not hesitate to stab you in the back.
Lock is lit.
Like there, I should have been able to move the machine, but it just didn't move. I was gonna change the fucking feet this morning. Duh. Oh. Yeah, I've thought about it, Tom. Especially, I was at a friend's house, actually, Ryan from Nitro in Kelowna. And, his room is set up with carpet, and it actually is brighter. He has like a gray carpet, and I think it was grayish. And definitely when you play, it's a little quieter, a little more cozy. It would be great for the audio in my stream too. Like no echo. Plus, carpet's like relatively inexpensive. I don't know if it would be a downgrade from what's here, this like laminate stuff. The one thing though, like last year, I did a small renovation in this room where I pulled a kitchen out. I like can't stand being in renovation state. I hate it. There's like dust and debris and everything's moved. You got to re-level everything. And for me, do you remember like the contractors coming in and out? I didn't like that. I'm kind of happy with how things are here. But I'm so glad Stern brought out that leaderboard, even though it's a bit pay to play. It is kind of cool. Yeah, so I have worked. I have had, you know, if I get one of those like coffin movers, I really should have had a coffin mover. The other day when I was moving them, I was lifting the machines up onto those little skates, which is fine. It worked. But man, I could have really changed the room if I had a coffin mover where it's much easier to move everything. I even saw, I was in a place that had all their machines in a circle, like in like, I don't know, like a semicircle. So they were all kind of on a very slight angle. But I kind of dropped that idea with my friend Eden one time. And he's like, no, pinball machines are meant to be in straight lines. No exceptions. It's like, it's not his house, but I don't think he's totally wrong either. What's up, pinballs? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Nice to see you in the chat. Matt. So I did also, and you guys can kind of see it a bit over my right shoulder. I put Foo Fighters over near Metallica, which I had talked about doing for a while, and but I parked them on an angle. So I'll take some pictures and show you guys maybe in the Discord. But I just had muted it. No worries, pinballs. And what's up, Henry? Dustin Echoes, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're playing some John Wick today.
I am impressed. Be your downfall. Play wisely.
Nice ride.
Those are the little nudges that, like, because the machine's not moving, it just hurts my hands. Frickin' hell. There's that.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy. This kingdom is mine and mine alone.
Airball. So Dustin Echoes, do you have any Dustin Echoes Pinball, do you have any new machines incoming or in the works these days? I'm unsure what, yeah, I was gonna say there's a ball in the admin and it wasn't shooting out. You 100% busted chops. I think I would like the premium. I really like the theme and
The high table sits above all. It would be best to remember that.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Shoot again.
ooh, Dust and Echoes. That is awesome. Winchester, you might be yeah, that's gonna be here in no time, man. I have not had an update on. I should ask. Ask where the fuck my Winchester is. Where the fuck's my Winchester? Yeah. So this is the thing. I mean, let's talk about this for a second. How does everyone feel about this new normal of putting down a deposit and getting a game in a year? Is that the world we are in? And I don't think it will change. The only thing that is going to change it is if enough people are like, I put all this money into this game. I know, but where Tom is right, says it's always been that way with the boutiques, really. Yeah, like even CGC, like even, well, I mean, Big Lebowski from Dutch or whomever. But like, how can people... I mean, maybe the collectors and that are more used to that, but like, yeah, Dustin Echo says, depending on the circumstances, it's happy to get a new Stern pretty damn quickly. Or even like you just got a good deal on a lightly used one because there's a little more of them out there. I mean, there is a way that like Stern can break the cycle and just become the powerhouse. If Stern gets a hold of some of these really killer licenses, ups their build of material and their resources, that is how Stern could just flip the script and be like, okay, well, we'll go get this banger license and pack a ton of shit into the playfield, but we're gonna release them right the fuck away. Or if everyone lines up, commits their deposit, buys a boutique game, and it comes out and it's dog shit, then those buyers will be burned, and there's only so many of those buyers. Even JJP Broncos, I think, is capable of turning out games much faster. And I don't know. I think competition's great, but I certainly am not a fan of false FOMO. Yeah, Tom says they've been around long enough. I think you mean not to fall for FOMO. Oh, sorry, you said, Tom says, I've been around too long to fall for FOMO. Yes. Well, and that's the thing too. What I think one solution to the FOMO would be is if companies like Stern, for example, just announced what their titles were so people wouldn't. So right now we are pretty sure Transformers is coming, and we're pretty sure, you know, Sonic is coming from, and we're pretty sure. But if we were sure, and let's say we could just do pre-orders, then people might not take the leap on another title. Does that make sense? Maybe I don't make sense. Let's say they brought out their teaser 6 months earlier. Like they bring out a teaser for Transformers now, and then the dealers could take money now. I mean, but then you're in the same boat. You're putting your deposit in for something that you won't get for 6 months. So I don't know. It's all the things.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
Broncos wants to sell their GNR and get a Wick or a Jaws. Well, this is the thing too. It's like, so are they still making Guns N' Roses, or did they just release a bunch from one of these like Indiana Jones warehouses? Because my dealer Nitro has Guns N' Roses LE new in box for I think $9,000. So what I wonder is, and yeah, Jaws is definitely. I'm biased towards Wick, but Jaws is obviously one of the top games of all time, probably one of my top 3. But for Guns N' Roses, like, did they just release a bunch of like new old stock, or were they still making them, and they're just wanting to sell through the last bit before they move on to different things? See, the thing is though, like, and also I heard wasn't there a bunch that were in the warehouse that had like sagging playfields? But how many people in the chat, like, tell me this, how many of you are like a sucker for a deal? I'm like a huge sucker for a deal. It's in my DNA. My dad is like an incredible sucker for a deal, and he's a great negotiator too. I'm a mid-level negotiator, but well, that's the thing, Tom. Like I've been, I mean, your marketplace, you're close enough to me that your marketplace looks like my marketplace. Dude, the same fuck. There's that a $20,000 Addams Family that looks like it's never been turned on in 10 years. I'm like, well, this is the thing. Or like, so when I was at Dustin Echo's Pinball House in Texas, Dustin Echo's Henry is he's got a great eye for, he looks far and wide for the games, and also has a great negotiating side, but also knows when to spot a deal that can happen and what his bottom dollar is and top dollar is. And but for me, I keep looking, and man, there's nothing like, even in Washington, driving distance, that because I'm always looking for some that are from, you know, the 90s and 2000s. Like Terminator 2, it actually, I don't play it a ton, but it's definitely one of my favorite games in the room. Yes, documentary, I remember that. Yeah. So this is the thing, John, like I'm wanting to test it. So I have met, obviously, people in different parts of the US, and I have a tax-paying property in Washington State. So I can receive stuff there and just bring it over. That's one option. And then just like go in at the border and be like, hey, and pay my tax or whatever. But the other thing is, I could also ask Nitro if I could get it shipped to their warehouse and they'd bring it over. They might do that. I don't know. They'd probably rather sell me a new game.
Well played.
You own. Lock is lit.
Oof. But if anything, talking to my wife about purchasing future titles for the art for the basement here, she's kind of like not wrong in saying like, you know, it's got to be a Stern. She loves Insider Connected. She loves the quality. And so part of me somewhat agrees on a lot of that. Flippers feel the same from machine to machine. It's all perspectives and such, but she did also tell me that no matter what, we're not getting any more machines. Sounds like something my ex-wife would say. And I don't have an ex-wife. What's up, Rockhound? Welcome to the morning fiasco on the Grown Up Adjacent channel. Getting back in the groove playing John Wick, which is fun. Talking about poor pinball purchase choices and such. On a total sidebar, well, haven't you heard? So Dustin echoes. You've heard the saying like, "That sounds like something my ex-wife would say," and then they're like, "But you don't have an ex-wife." But I could soon. Something like that. I mean, I'm paraphrasing a sort of funny joke, but so this is another rabbit hole. So Busted Chops, at my work, we have a couple spaces that would be absolutely ideal to set up either a pinball collective or an arcade. But because of the politics at my work, in my, it is a family business. I am part of the family. I don't ever want it to, and it would be obviously the part of being there that made me more happy. But I got to keep church and state apart at my work anyway, or I'd be better too. But yeah, I should I should show. So there's a place that would be perfect to put about, I think I could fit about 40 pinball machines there, and or create a retro arcade. I don't know. I kind of like my safe space here. It's safe. I can come down here, you know. I'm not trying to, I mean, it would be nice to have games that I could rotate in and out and stuff. I don't know. I think about it sometimes. But primarily the live streaming and the YouTubes and going to the shows, that's kind of the hobby extent for me. But there's another thing. So my garage, I was thinking of raising my garage, like putting another level underneath it and having like an upstairs addition to this whole thing. But just like on, I basically didn't get my I didn't get my bonus. So
Welcome to the government
there's no money.
How may I help you?
There's no extra. Anyways, maybe it'll come one day. There are financial barriers and hurdles in life. You know, it's funny. So you guys know how Dungeons and Dragons can be like very challenging at times, and it's had its ups and downs. It has been also one of my most popular machines to stream for viewers and total viewers. So I was doing some analytics review, and so it's kind of like maybe one of the first that I would consider selling, but at the same time, code's come a long way. The sound is very good in D&D.
But if you insist. Safe that, my friend.
Oof.
Continental appreciates your accuracy. Plunge this man out of his seat at the table.
Those are the nudges I was talking about, like center drain. I go to move the machine and it just is rock solid. So I'll probably swipe, maybe before the next stream, I'll swap my sliders.
Good to have you back.
Jackpot.
See, you always get the extra ball on a multi-ball. Unless you're on ball 3 and you're desperate, it's almost not even worth aiming at the extra ball in the administration building shot. The ball just finds its way in there.
Time expiration imminent. 5, 4, 3, 2.
No worries. Peace out, my friend. See you later.
You want a war? Or just another ball? Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
Fumble, fumble.
I see.
Need a ride.
The Rooster Roma will support your job.
Well played.
Ah!
What the hell were you thinking, giving a marker to a man like Santino D'Antonio?
The Ruscaroma may have saved your balls once, but they are not to be trifled with. Sibling assistance override you, don't you think, Jonathan?
Triple drain. Oh yeah, and Rockhound, it is definitely a little more snappy than the game I've been playing for a couple days.
3, 2, 1.
Ball 300 million, not a great score, but you know.
Continental appreciates your accuracy.
Where's Yosef?
Ball 2, locked.
Sharon, will you help set the mood for our new guest? I am impressed. The Bowery King does not play games.
So I think I'll be playing.
An extra ball has revealed itself.
Normally I don't aim for the extra ball, but I
Extra ball.
just did. John Wick will probably be on again this afternoon for my afternoon viewers. Oh. Possibly moving over to King Kong next. Not sure.
Shoot again. Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan.
Come on. Reject off the center round. Let's go. Dun, dun. Okay, I'm gonna just take a short break, refill my coffee. So I'll be right back.
Emotional damage.
Hello, motherfucker.
I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Hello. Hey, oh, ketchup aquí. Sí, sí.
All right. All right. Well, you know, we're back. Giedren Kennebeck, welcome to the things.
Deconsecrated.
Applause sound. There we go.
I'd like to make a dinner reservation for 12.
So, Beetlejuice does some attract mode callouts, and I have them turned off and they're still on. It reminds me of Terminator. Terminator 2 does that too. Yeah, like
Tell them.
you turn it off, but they still stay on.
I need this.
Oh, yeah.
For the car. She's not for sale.
ultra popular.
So Doc, it has some goofy ones, but the attract mode callouts in Beetlejuice, it has some, like maybe 4 or 5, but yeah, I don't really remember what they are, but one of them it does, it says bye bye bye, which is annoying. I was filming a YouTube video and it kept going off. It sounded so stupid in the background. But obviously a shout out to Flippin' Out Pinball from Spooky.
Attention, extra ball.
Extra
awarded.
bully is awarded.
Let's ride.
Lock is lit. The wicked man from the Big Apple is making a beeline for us.
So Doc, I was one of the either podcasts or something I was watching recently was talking about how a guy with his first pinball machines, he had worked in an arcade, but he would also modify pinball machines to play better and more fun. So he would take games like Williams titles and that and make changes to the design to make them either easier, harder, or just flow better. It always made me wonder, like, how hard is it to change the sounds and that? I know people do it. They create, obviously, video packages for James Bond, Stranger Things, King Kong, I've heard. How hard is it to go in and, like, edit the code? Is it open source? I don't know. I'm curious. Not necessarily going down that rabbit hole, but... What's up? We got a new follower. Thank you for the new follow, my friend. I appreciate all the follows. Yeah.
The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
So I hit level 75, but like, it doesn't do anything, I don't think. I don't think there's any like reward for being at level 75. What's up, Pez Johnson? Welcome in too, my friend. Yeah.
Rusty, I guess.
And patience and time. And how many things like could potentially brick it and you'd have to, you know, control alt delete. So I experienced recently, and I won't tell you which game because
You want a war? Or just another ball?
but I was setting up a machine recently and made some adjustments in the back box. That's kind of all I'll say because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyways, I moved some HDMIs to some HDMIs to make some video come out of said machine. And the whole thing fucking bricked. So like, obviously that like HDMI handshake, if you're a tech or computer or audiovisual nerd, you know that an HDMI handshake between the device making the signal and the receiving is an important step. Well, anyways, the code they had designed in that machine made it so if I shuffled the HDMI, it basically broke that handshake and then it would not re-handshake. So I spent about 3 hours troubleshooting and trying to go back and undo or change what I had done. And it did eventually just work again, but basically the signal in the computer in the back box was telling the main board down under the playfield that there was an error. So it was like it wasn't getting to post if you're on a PC, like it was just stuck. So this is one of those times where I used Grok heavily to solve that troubleshoot. I described what I had done. I described what it could be. I described the model number on the different boards, and it walked me through what the problem eventually was. But anyways, so I'm also not a fan of troubleshooting hard to fix closed systems for little benefit. What's up, Brownlock Pinball as well? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, so I had to talk with I'm gonna just mute that music for a second, but I'll just turn it down. So I was talking to my wife about I was setting up something on my PC to improve my workflow for my social media and my content creation, and I had like a couple different AI tools open, and she's like, "What the hell are you working on?" I'm like, "Well, I've got like three different AI platforms open, and I'm creating some automation here. I'm doing so keep in mind, I work in a field of automation, so I always will think automation is valuable, and my time is of extreme value to me and my family. So anyways, I was setting up these automations, AI where it is right now, Grok is absolutely ahead of the others, in my opinion, as well. It is the fastest and the best, in my opinion, so far. I don't have experience on Claude, but anyways, I also used it in the past to like create some images and stuff, and it didn't really shortcut anything. But anyways, so I was using it, and I definitely see value in using AI if it makes life simpler or saves time. But for artistry type work, I don't know. It's pretty hard to even use. So I also am an Adobe Creative Suite user. All of Adobe Creative Suite has AI integrated now too. So there's going to be a period in like, I want to say a year or 2 years where you can't even use those tools without doing most of it or half of the work with AI. But talk about like grunt work in Photoshop or grunt work, like selecting stuff. Ugh, that used to be the worst. Anyways, so my talk with my wife was like using AI to make me be able to spend more time with the family is an absolute good use of the tool. I had also recently sent my wife a video of a guy like taking a massive dump, and that was hilarious, but not necessarily a good use of AI in society. Anyways, I digress a bit.
Your aim was impeccable, Jonathan. Akira's skills rival even yours. You don't see that often.
Oof. Yeah, so that's a great point. So Ghidra, who works in the film industry, is pointing out that it's killing jobs in the industry. Yeah, it's definitely going to probably simplify some of the labor around stuff like visual effects or even freaking script writing or editing. Man, yeah. So there's certain things where, I don't know, what do you do in those cases? Sink or swim? Learn to prompt better? I don't know. It's tough. And so, yeah, from a creative side, I think it can be, you know, scary to what it'll do to the workforce, but is that like the world's loudest thing that came out of Beetlejuice? So yeah, like, dude, I think that, so Beetlejuice has all of the attract mode sounds turned off, but man, it just made the loudest fucking noise behind me.
Well played.
Anyways. Like, what is that sound?
An eye for an eye, John. You know how it goes.
This is one where you rip the spinners and it has a cool sound. No. That is one of my favorite modes, but
Shoot again.
Replay awarded.
I remember like the theme. I always really liked the theme for John Wick, but even my dealer at the time was like, it's not quite, you're not gonna like it. It's not quite ready. And I remember I ended up getting a different machine at that point.
Maybe not so lucky next time. Jackpot. Jackpot.
Second chance awarded.
Jackpot.
Oh no.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Double jackpot.
John Wick is one that just like an hour worth of practice, you find all the shots again. It's an on-the-fly multi-ball trainer. So it teaches you to aim your on-the-fly shots a lot more, how to guard the middle more. Yeah, that makes sense, Pez. I get that. And the thing is too, Pez, like I love the theme. That's what got me with this one. The theme. Like, I like just the right amount of movie assets. I like the music. And I also really like how with John Wick, they routed in the spots to put the expression lighting on the Pro. So this is a premium, but I would have been happy with a Pro. The differences mainly being the weapons crate, which is a fun mech. It opens. It is a bash toy a little bit. Starts the modes. That's missing. The metal Blood Oath marker that opens is missing. The car is there, but it doesn't move. And is it only a virtual lock at the back? I don't remember. But yeah, the Pro version of this one as well is very good. I just got James Bond, and I'm really enjoying the Pro model of that. It is one that I think I will, enjoy playing for a long time. I didn't realize how much I loved playing James Bond until it was in the house here. Like it was one that like when I had initially played it at like the showroom at Nitro Pinball or at different shows, like I couldn't really hear it. The sound of the pop bumpers drove me mad. I felt it didn't fit the James Bond theme. The don 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 don. To me, it didn't fit, but the thing that surprised me, I kind of didn't like the game at all, and now I think it's a good game. So not a great one, but I just got it and I'm enjoying it. It's one I've been playing, kind of once a day also. Probably play a couple more games. I do have to go to work. Looking at the clock. I think I will play John Wick later today. If you guys are bored and around, you'll probably see it pop into your notifications.
Kind of enjoyed that.
You stabbed the devil in the back and
All right.
forced him back into the life that he had just left. The Continental appreciates your accuracy.
Yeah, you too, Rockhound. Thank you for coming. I'll probably be out after this game anyway. But mind you, I have had 45-minute games in John Wick. So.
You'll be bound by its obligation.
Ah, fumbled the ball. You know what else is funny? Talking about my daughter in pinball, so where Dungeons and Dragons is now, you can see the side art. She's like, oh, this is what it looks like on the side of the machine. It's so beautiful. I love the dragons. I'm like, okay. Maybe she'll have a newfound love for D&D now.
Your aim was
I also mounted the, from Great Wolf Lodge, you get these wands that you go around and like do wand stuff around the park, around the hotel. They're mounted, hers and my wand are mounted to the side of the glass rails. And they're very theme appropriate. Like, one of them is like an eye, and one is a dragon that totally matches the game. Yeah, she's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, I always have a huge appreciation of like, whenever we get to experience like either a pinball newcomer, novice, or like a young person's like pinball perspective. She's like,
ball or just another ball?
For her, the artwork was such a huge thing. And I remember she liked the artwork on the side of King Kong when we had it, so it was right visible, but yeah, it's funny. She was the one that also walked up to Dungeons and Dragons and put up 900 million on it and then walked away. I'm like, I think it is time to go to work. I'm not hitting any of my shots. I feel like my shot reflexes have left the chat. Well, she also really likes how it's a bit of a story too. Like it like kind of, so I don't know. It kind of reminds us sometimes, I think it's a bit of, I mean, I speak on all of your behalf. Now I'm saying it is kind of nice to be reminded sometimes that there are more point of views in pinball than just, you know, the heavily biased podcasters, video creators, dealers. Heavily biased. Even I'm biased, and I try my hardest not to be. But like, do you think my daughter would walk up to John Wick and be like, you know, I heard the code sucked in the beginning on this one? No. She's like, I love the John Wick multi-ballies. And she actually doesn't care for Star Wars because she doesn't care for Star Wars, not the game. So, she played one game of James Bond and was completely indifferent on it. Did not want to play another one of them. But last night before bed, she's like, I really like Beetlejuice. She only played 2 games. I think she watched me stream it a bit, but... All right.
Continental appreciates your accuracy.
I seek to make amends.
She has played Black Knight, Ghidra. You remember I had Black Knight for a while. And she actually liked it. Actually, her friend who came over, this young dude her age, Black Knight was his favorite game in the house. And he just loved how it kind of insulted you and how you're actually fighting a character with the balls. He didn't care that he was draining. It was on free play. He just kept playing. But he said, yeah, Black Knight was his favorite in the room. We're gonna move on today, playing some more mellow grown-up adjacent channel music. I just want to say sincerely thank you to the viewers and new followers today. If you're not a follower, consider that button and the notify button so you don't miss a stream. And I always like to say, if you're ever just bored and want to watch pinball, please watch my video on demands. They help me incrementally too. So if you're just trying to throw on some pinball on this channel. Always appreciate it. My VODs stay online for like a month or so. So yeah, no. And but yeah, thank you for everyone for joining us. We had Pez came today, Ghidra, Tom, Doc Imagineer. You guys are awesome. Rockhound, obviously. Turin, Brown Log was here, strolling up through the chat a bit. Johnny Button, Busted Chops. Nice to have all of you guys and anyone else who is here and just lurking. Thank you guys for coming to the channel. I always appreciate it. The weather turned nice here today, so yeah, Ghidra, ciao for now. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna see if there's any friends we want to raid to, but I'm not gonna raid out today. Someone that I don't want to be a jerk. I'm not raiding out today. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna stay here. Awesome, Peterson. I appreciate it, my friend. Lurking is always totally fine. I quite often lurk when I watch pinball streams, and because sometimes I'll watch the stream but I can't hear it, so I'll be like, hey guys, how's it going? And then they'll be like, tell me your opinion on this, but I can't hear it. So lurking is always acceptable and encouraged on this channel. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, we will I'll catch you on the next stream. Thank you guys for coming today. I appreciate your time spent on the channel, and I'm dropping a few new YouTube videos this week. So if you're not a follower on YouTube, go over on YouTube, look me up, Grown Up Adjacent. And I just did one on the Spooky Topper. I'm just about to drop one on powder coat upgrades, but I've got my install series all there on YouTube too. So check it out. But anyways, we'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Busted Chops, we'll see you later too, my friend.
My God, their french fries are frozen, not fresh cut.
Helping take care of nature starts with taking care of yourself. When you buy a Nature's Way product, you help protect and preserve nature in Canada. Through our 1% for the Planet membership, every year 1% of our sales goes towards environmental initiatives.
That's it?
What a hotel.
Right? And only $335 a night on my favorite site.
What? You didn't check Trivago.
I got mine for $220.
You have to check Trivago.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
On Trivago, you can compare hotel prices from multiple different sites.
Even your favorite one.
See? Same hotel. Over $100 less.
You didn't check Trivago.
I didn't check Trivago.
Check Trivago to compare prices.